or if it's sensitive or vulnerable, then we will make sure that we honor that and we remove any of those pieces. Okay. But thank you for that consent. I am going to go ahead and continue to share my screen, and then my friend here is going to jump in. So,
Good evening, everyone. It's great to see some familiar faces and some new ones as well. My name is Marpeza Allen. I am the founder of Mahogany Mother Circle, and we started like this 4 years ago during COVID. And I'm a birth worker, so we saw a need for our postpartum moms specifically that were not having the same peer support, community support like we were seeing in other communities. So we started on Zoom. And now, 4 years out, we have morphed into a few things, including Mahogany House, is where we typically have social awareness workshops. We'll have the last three here. But we also have Honey K Fitness Club, which is centering fitness and nutrition. We have some amazing partners in that area, and then we also are going to be soon contracting doulas to work specifically with our Mahogany moms at no cost to them. And the reason I'm so excited about this social awareness workshop specifically is because there is no such thing as healing in isolation. And it's wonderful to do our self work on our own, but it's also, there's something very special about healing in community, in safe community. So it's a huge goal of ours in Mahogany Mother Circle for quite some time now to create sacred spaces that everyone feels seen and safe. So Tia and I have agreed to just put our heads together and craft a special time for the women in our lives to just do the work together, the grow work together. So I would love to share more. So if you would like to share your email, if I don't already have it, but you can definitely join our newsletter. And the next thing that we got going on is in June, which is a 5K. So it's the bubble run. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to just run, but I started training and some of us have already started training. It'd be cool. We have a Honey K Fitness Club team, and I will share more about that in our newsletter. Or you can find us on Mahogany Circle on Instagram. So those are all the things that are going on. And I'm just looking forward to moving forward in 2025. There's a lot to look forward to this year. So let's focus on that. And I will go ahead and pass it on to Tia.
all right. Well, thank you. Thank you. So I am Tia now Meeks. I've been working in social emotional awareness and life skills education for the past 10 years. I am pretty much a lover of everything personal development. And this connection with Marpeza has been one that we met in community, and I just love her energy. So it makes me happy. And then I was introduced to what she did with my last employer. And just the beauty in supporting Black moms is a joy that it's a need and a joy. And so whatever I could do to be a part of that space, that was going to happen. And I just liked her energy. So it was going to be a relationship. The other piece of that is I am a supporter of women. So whatever that looks like, I am a celebrator. I'm a cheerleader. I am a compliment. I don't do competition. So whatever it looks like, how can I add value? I am always looking to be reciprocal. And she has added value to my life. And so I wanted to add value to hers. And by extension to all of you, which is why you got the invitation. So we typically do this group in person. We had set aside 6 weeks to go ahead and just work through the self-awareness space. I am a content developer. And so this particular content is something that I custom designed, custom written, based off of just recognizing what Black women and Black women who also happen to be mothers or who are caring for mothers need. So this is what we are going to walk through is kind of part of a labor of love for me. So be gentle with me, and hopefully you enjoy it. So before we do anything else, what I would love is for each one of you to introduce yourselves. If you can give us your name and why you registered, and maybe just a brief snippet about yourself, if we can keep it down to a minute. And then that way we'll jump into all the rest of the amazing stuff I have for you today. So who wants to go first? Don't all volunteer at once.
Peace and love. My name is Keisha G. They call me Saudi Queen. I got brought into this beautiful space by my sister Tahani, my stepsister, through community, and she was very resourceful. So I just knew who to reach out to her, just to feel like supported and heard and loved through my journey and my ups and downs. So I'm so excited being here. So I say gratitude to the goddesses. And yeah, just here to heal, thrive, and grow and learn to know myself, love myself, and heal myself a little more. Ashe.
Okay. All right, who's next?
My name is Jackie. Uh, I was invited by Tia, and we have had different moments of intersection professionally, but in the midst, uh, I developed respect for her work and commitment to the community. And over the years, being in education, we've continued to have different points of intersection. And I'm a mother of four, and I shared some things with her at one point about losing one of my children and the journey that you begin with the loss of a child can only be understood by other mothers. And so I'm not really sure what the experience will entail, but anytime we all can come together to embrace one another and build one another up, it's a blessing. So looking forward to the connection with everyone.
All right, who's next?
I am Tanisha Harris, and I was invited by Miss Meeks. I just had to say it.
Say it.
I just had to say it. So many levels. We are connected on so many levels. The one that is connecting is pouring into individuals, helping them to shift their mindset, but providing them the resources and tools in order to do that. So I have a nonprofit, All That I Am, which is an affirmation and a gift to young Black girls to help empower them and uplift them on their journey. Is to provide them with resources and tools to show up as the better versions of themselves in community. Because Black girls are often told that we are too loud, we are too much, we are too this, and we are too that. And it's always in a negative space. Mm-hmm. And so this is to help empower them and help them advocate and use their voices, which will then in turn help them uplift someone else and inspire someone else. I teach them 4 modalities, which is affirmations. So speaking life over oneself and doing it daily until you believe it. Also meditation, which is silencing the mind so that you can hear the downloads that are coming to you from source. The next one is journaling, and journaling out your thoughts so that you can have a peaceful day, but also so that you know where you're going, what you desire, the things that have happened in your life, getting into the practice of writing things down so you have a reference page. And then forgiveness. We struggle with forgiveness, and it is something in some families and some communities that is overlooked because it is thought to have your power when you do not forgive. you have something that's protecting your peace. But the power of forgiveness is something that is amazing and life-changing. So to teach them the power of forgiveness so that whenever space they are in, they can show up the best way. And what else? I am a mother of a 19-year-old child who needs me and deserves to see the best version of me. So to be in the group or to be invited into these spaces to learn and grow from others is an honor and a privilege. And I am here to listen, to learn, to add value where it is needed, to be support, to be that shoulder, to be a think partner, mastermind, a sister, the queen, and walk in royalty as we all should. So popcorn it to whoever's next. Thank you for having me.
All right, who's next?
I can go next. I'm driving. Well, I'm not driving yet, so I can go next. Hi,
Hi,
I'm
Abby.
Abby. I just finished my training, and I'm also a nurse, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm joining as a birth worker to learn more because, well, I'm not a mom yet, but I want to support moms and help moms and birthing people. So I'm just here to learn and share. So, okay. Sorry. Thanks. Bye.
All right, who's next?
I'll go. I'm Jamila. I was invited here by Tia and got to spend some time and have conversations with her. And I am I'm a mom. My children are adults, and then I am caring for my mom who lives with us. Um, I too am all things women. I love women. I have some experience just working in women's health and also being in some groups where we talk about healing and recovery and so I just love all things groups too. I strongly believe that magic um the spirit of God moves amongst groups and people just sharing their truth. Um, that really brings life to other people. I see it happen over and over and over again. So I'm excited to be here and learn and share.
Awesome. All right. Was that everybody? Okay, I think it was everybody. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I want to give you guys, ladies, just a brief overview of what self-awareness is. So as I mentioned, this is a 6-week session. It's really just about self-awareness. There is not a dedicated, I have 8 weeks built out, but I also hold things with an open hand. Because I try to move with how the rest of people move. And if there's something that gets raised in one of our sessions, then I will just scrap what I have and I'll build something else based off of what was lifted in the session. I just feel like that's the best way that I can honor people. And so just definition of what self-awareness is. Self-awareness is the ability to consciously know and understand your own emotions, thoughts, behaviors, and values, and how they influence your decisions and interactions with others. It involves recognizing your strengths, areas of opportunity, and triggers or disruptions while maintaining a realistic and compassionate view of yourself. So really, I have 3 intentions for today. Those specific 3 intentions is for you all to be in deep reflection with yourself, deep reflection with your story, and deep reflection in the topics that are asked of you today. The next intention is offering you some practical tools. There's a ton of stuff that we have out here that's at our disposal but it doesn't feel like it's something that is accessible to us so we can actually start to use it. So a lot of the things that I do is focused on the heart work. So how is it disrupting you right now? Is it disrupting you to the point where you want to actively move, where you want to actively apply something to it, that you feel like you have tools and you are actually competent to grab those tools and use them? The last intention really is looking on yourself with kindness today. We are women and we tend to be the biggest critics of ourselves. And that doesn't really help us. It actually sets us back. So I really do want us to kind of just take this moment, and anytime we share space with ourselves or with other women, to just be in a space of choosing to look on ourselves with kindness. There's a few things about this space. I don't like virtual anything. Let me just say that. It pains me greatly to be in a virtual space. I am a creature that needs connection. I'm a creature that needs to share energy with other folks. And yeah, so all of the rest of our sessions, unless weather is a barrier, will be in person. So please just know that. And if you are able to make it, it would be wonderful if we can hold you in that space. I do believe that we learn so much more from each other when we're sharing space with each other, and there's just a different energy, and there's a different vibe, and there's a different exchange that happens. So tears are 100% welcomed and encouraged in this space.
Yeah, in the waiting room. I'm sorry.
Oh, hold on. It's Ashley. Hello, Ashley. Admit. All right. Thank you. If you can just keep an eye on that for me. I don't know how to add you as the host. Apologies, y'all. How do I give you hosting duties?
I don't know, but
I'll figure it out.
I'll let her.
Host tools.
I'll just send like a little reaction or something you can check.
Okay. I don't know how to do that, but sure. So the other piece in this space, so tears are welcome. They are absolutely encouraged. I went through a 2-year season of vulnerability, and God stripped like every non-emotional bone out of my body, and I was stuck in an emotional space for a while. But I think that was one of the biggest blessings that could have happened to me, because I was very much averse to people crying and being overly emotional. So 10 years ago, I would not hug you. I could not sit with you while you were crying. I just could not be in emotional space. And so I'm glad that that was taken from me, because it opened up so much opportunity for me to connect with other people, and even just connect with myself and give myself permission to cry. Once I got to that point, it seemed like I would attract people who just needed to be held well. And so in that, people need to cry. We need to get things out. We are human. Whether you heard by being spoken to directly, or whether you observed, we have accepted this trope about tears being weakness. And it's insane. Tears are absolutely a form of a superpower, and they are strength, and it helps you heal, and it helps you release the mess that we hold on to. So yeah, I say all that to say tears are absolutely welcome here. Tears are encouraged. Please do not ever wipe them away. I will never offer you tissue. If we are in person, I will never offer you tissue, unless you have a whole snot thing going on, because your tears are absolutely welcome, and they're beautiful. We fully witness each other. So as someone is sharing, just being present in the moment and listening to what that person is sharing, and not forming an opinion, not forming an opportunity to interrupt. If we can just pause and allow other people to talk. If somebody shares something in the chat and it's what it's vibing on whatever frequency you're on, you can go ahead and mention it in the chat, but just try to allow that person to have their moment. And just be a witness to what's happening for them in that space. If you see somebody visibly being emotional, do what you can do to comfort them, whether that be in the chat or private message. 100% love all of that. And I think it's necessary. No apologies. No apologies. The I'm sorries, and Tanisha will strike that phrase. We are taught, and we accept shrinking, and we accept being an inconvenience. And when we feel like we're being an inconvenience, or we feel like we're burdening somebody, or we feel like we're too fill in whatever blank, we say I'm sorry, or so sorry, or what. That language, there's no sorry, there's no apologies here. You are fully being human. So as long as you are fully in your human, whatever way that looks, however expressive it is absolutely welcome, and it is okay. So you make no apologies. And the last thing that is necessary to know in this space is we need to be gentle with each other. We need to be gentle with ourselves more than anything. We need to be gentle with ourselves. And we need to extend grace to ourselves. We're going to be talking about some sensitive stuff, and it will probably cause some emotion. It will probably cause some disruption. And I just need you guys to take care of yourself. You are women, you are grown women, you are mothers, you know what you need. And so honor yourself, whether it be drinking something, whether it be hydrating. Oh, that's the same thing. Whether it be hydrating, whether it be stepping away. If you need to turn off your camera, go ahead. But I would love to absolutely see your face. We would love to see your faces. But if you do need to turn off your camera for a moment, that's absolutely okay. So honor yourself however you need to. And then don't hold. If you walked in here with a specific burden, we don't want you to leave with that burden. So if you need us to stay on, we're happy to do that. If you need some one-on-one time, happy to do that also. Does anybody have questions? Okay. You're going to need a couple things. I'm going to need you to probably grab 2 pieces of paper. One you're actually going to draw on, and the other one might be for some, it's going to be for some brain dumping notes. And then you're going to need something to write with. If you are a color fiend like me, grab a few different color pens. And we are going to do some activities. Take a second, grab what you need. And then come on back. Oh, the other piece, I absolutely love the sound of my own voice. Not really. So I would love to hear y'all's voices, whether there is an assent or a dissent. I would love to hear your voices. Everything that you share is going to be a value add. I'm in a public speaking class right now, and one of the first lessons that we were taught is there are no teachers and there are no students. We are all teachers and we are all students. So in this space, please, this is a time for you to share your wisdom. Come off of mute, be in the space, and share your voice, because I don't want to only listen to me. Hi, Ashley. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us your name. Tell us why you registered, and a small tidbit of who you are. You got to unmute first.
Hello, I am Ashley Collins, the founder of Kings and Queens, the mentoring program. I mentor at-risk teens or opportunities that need to be groomed. I am working on my words on that one. I am here because I love the connection. And I love really just being active with women that are willing to grow and be powerful in a sense in their own space. So yeah, that's it. And I like to get on Tia's nerves when she says things out of turn. Okay.
Oh, I love you so much. So much. Okay. All right. So first thing that we are going to do, we're going to do a brain dump. I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute, and I need you to take that first piece of paper and I need you to write down every role, every hat, every title, everything that how you show up in the world. So you're a mother, your job, where you are in the family, how you show up in society. I need you to write every role and every title. Don't go yet. I'm gonna do the minute. Let me do the minute. Hold on, wait. Y'all too fast. Set my clock. Okay, go. All right, pencils up, pens. All right. Gee, I'm gonna need you to not cut your eyes at me. You may not have put all your roles down on the paper. That's absolutely okay. You will have time to go back and do this. But right now, I want you to move yourself into a different space. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and we're just going to do a little visualization here. Before you close your eyes, look really closely at your paper. See how much you wrote down there. I want you to pay attention to how many you wrote down, what the roles are. And as soon as you have that mental picture, let's go ahead and close our eyes. All right. So I want you to imagine that you're standing in a quiet place or you're sitting in a quiet place. This is that place that you potentially retreat to in your mind when things are overwhelming or when they're stressful. This place has none of the daily chatter, none of the daily sense frustrations, none of the daily things that get to you. You are in a very peaceful and calm place. Now I want you to remember what was on your list. Don't look at it. I just want you to think about the things that were on your list. I want you to think about each one of those as something in your backpack. So you've got this weighted backpack on, and every single one of those roles and every single one of those titles is in that backpack. Do you feel the weight? It's the weight of expectation. It's the weight of pressure. It's the weight of your own expectation. It's the weight of everybody's needs. It's the weight of putting yourself on the back burner. It's the weight of not having enough hours in the day to get all these things done for all these people. It's the weight of feeling inadequate. It's the weight of feeling like, am I enough? It's the weight of feeling like, who am I? Is that backpack heavy? So now I want you to start thinking about one by one, pulling one of those labels out of your backpack. So I want you to take it out of your backpack. I want you to look at it. And I want you to put it down. Are you a mother? Take it out of your backpack. Put it down. Are you a sister? Take it out of your backpack. Put it down. Are you a partner or a wife? Take it out of your backpack. Put it down. Are you an employee? Take it out of your backpack. Put it down. Are you an employer or someone that's in charge? Take it out of your backpack and put it down. Are you a caretaker? Take it out of your backpack. Put it down. Are you the black sheep of the family? Take it out of your backpack. Put it down. Are you the one that's always got it all together? Are you the one that the family comes to for everything? Take it out of your backpack and put it down. Are you the favorite? The one that people think are spoiled? The one that gets everything? Take it out of your backpack and put it down. Roll your shoulders out.